Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's Daily Recap is for Monday, June the 12th, 2023. Monday, June the 12th. First and foremost, I want to definitely start the recap off with giving our absolute heartfelt condolences to the family of Jacqueline Zeman. You know, we all did know she passed away months ago, but the show caught up to the event. And this is, the message that they put at the end of the show. So I wanted to do that at the beginning of the recap. I tell you, Bobby Spencer was a definite mainstay in General Hospital, and the actress will truly be missed. So we can pretty much expect them to start to ramp into however they decide to send the character Bobby Spencer off the show. It's going to happen probably within the next couple of weeks, I would say, because they're going to figure out how are they going to bring it into the story, because it's going to affect Carly, Jocelyn, the whole staff, because Bobby was a General Hospital mainstay. So, I'm sure they're going to do a respectful and a really good job. I really do. So now let's get to Tracy. Tracer, liar, liar, liar. She's just, Tracy will stick to her guns until she absolutely can't. And I'm going to get back to Tracy in a few minutes, because we have Michael and Carly went to go talk to Dex. And, Jocelyn had already reconciled. Okay, I ain't happy, but fine. You want to work for Sonny? Okay, right? Because that's going to keep you here. So they're kissing, and Michael and Carly come in, and Michael looks at her and says, truce. And she kind of, Jocelyn. So he says, Dex, I want to talk to you. Carly's behind Michael. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I want to offer you a job. And Jocelyn's like, wait, what? No, Dex, you don't have to listen to nothing he has to say. And Dex goes, we're out of here. Dex says, Josh, listen. I want to hear what he has to say. You just. So he says, I want to pay you to continue working for Sonny. And she goes, oh, you want him to get information on Sonny, spy on Sonny to get information on you that you're not going to use. And he goes, no. I want you to continue working for Sonny to protect Sonny. And Dex says, Sonny already pays me to protect him. He says, no, I want you to protect him. So this way, if anything, if you notice something is not going right, there's a situation coming on that, you feel like, wait a minute, this isn't going right. I want you to report it to me so I can tell you what to do. I could tell you how to advise Sonny. And Dex looks at him, and I'm thinking, see, here's the thing. We're all saying this is a 180 for Michael. He's been heck bent. I almost said another word on getting rid of Sonny for a year. But see, Michael does anything for his mother. He felt that whole stance was because Sonny hurt Carly, and he was going to get back at him. But let his mama asked him to do something for him, he pretty much does it. Plus, she made him understand and see, what's that shirt here? She made him understand and seeing it in the camera, that bottom line, Sonny is the one keeping the peace. It's like we got an ecosystem going on. If you get rid of the lion protecting the pride, all kind of chaos is going to happen, right? Because the new lion comes in. For one, he kills all the cubs, so all the kids are gone. And look, the older females that can't breed anymore, they gone too. And sometimes the younger females that aren't of breeding age, but they're too old for them to kill like cubs, they banish them too. So, oh, no, no, no. She's like, we need to keep the ecosystem right, right? So Michael says, no, Jocelyn, this is the way to keep us all safe. He goes, oh, this is about Donna and Avery. He goes, no, it's not just about Donna and Avery, Joss. It's about keeping us all safe. And he's looking at her because remember, Carly already had that conversation. Like, you're not thinking, but she didn't go really in detail, which she should have. So Dex says, Jocelyn, can I talk to you for a minute in private? So Michael and Carly walk out the room and he's talking to her. She's like, no, no. And he goes, look, Jocelyn, I want to accept Michael's offer. He's thinking, besides the fact that I'm double dipping, because Michael says, you don't have to do nothing different to collect this money from me. The only thing is, when you find something odd or you feel like something is not right, you come to me. Right? So he says, keeping Sunny safe, Joss, keeps you safe. And that's what's the most important thing to me. And her big eyes, when you put it that way, because it's you mean it's about me? She's like, well then, okay, oh my God, okay. And then he pulls her in and kisses her. Carly's looking at him because Michael said, do you think he's going to take the offer? She goes, the way he's looking at Jocelyn, yes, he will. Sure enough, absolutely he did. So but Carly had to tell Jocelyn, she goes, you always want to put Dex in danger, Michael. And Carly goes, Jocelyn, this was my idea. And she looked at her mother and her mother looked at her. That's right. My idea, baby girl. So good. That's actually going to be interesting to me. I kind of actually like the way this is going, the way this whole thing is going to go. Except that puts Michael more in the middle. Carly unwittingly is putting Michael in the mob boss life. But guess what? He's going to be good at it. Sonny didn't grow up in that life. Michael did. Michael's going to be good at it because he already was. He's ruthless. He's cunning. He would outsmart you. Anyway, it's going to be good to see what happens, right? So now we have, guess whose true colors are coming out? Dr. Gatlin Holt. Remember good old Austin? No. Good old Austin is like, do what Mason wants. Mason wants to kill Sonny. And Ava's like, oh, that is my baby daddy. No, I'm not going for that. And he goes, Ava, how many times he tried to take your daughter away? Well, he hasn't tried lately. Plus, he never really does. Ava has to do something really bad, like go along with this plan, and it fails. And then Sonny will go for the juggler, right? She goes, that's a death sentence for me if Sonny finds out. He goes, don't let him find out. She goes, you have to tell me who I'm doing this for. Can't do it. I'm not going to do it. But you need to do what Mason wants you to do. She goes, no, I don't just do what people want me to do like that. No. Sonny and I are not that close. Sonny does not leave any of his business doings, paperwork laying around for people to read at all. She goes, Sonny does not talk business in front of me at all. And he's not going to start now. I can't question him about his business. Be creative, Ava. I'm sure you could get the job done. And she goes, no, I don't like it. And no. So Austin, at the end, because we had to go back and forth from them, back and forth, back and forth, he finally steps up to her. He said, so who helped you out the night that your husband met his accident or whatever he said, bludgeon or whatever, you know? And she looked at him. He goes, I did. So now it's time for you to return the favor. And she goes, oh, so this is what this whole thing has been all about. Now I see. And he goes, could be. But either way, you're going to get something out of this. Sonny Corinthos will be out of your life. See, because you know what, everybody, when we were talking about it, didn't we always say Mason should have gotten there first? Ava left. Mason was on the phone saying she's leaving now. I'm going to follow her. Austin was in Kelly's looking out the door and he set out. How did Austin get there first? And Austin helped Ava drag the body. Austin's a doctor. He didn't check for vital signs. He didn't check for vitals at all. That always struck me as odd. It just really, really did. And I've always believed when Austin left that he told Mason to take that body. And Nicholas wasn't dead. Austin probably knew Nicholas wasn't dead. Austin probably told Mason where to take Nicholas. They're working together. And now we're seeing they're working together, and Ava has always been the target. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. So good. I think I'm going to like his character better. Devious. Let's get a little bad boy. Let's get a little Franco-ish on this, right? So Ava's like, but what they don't understand, don't ever underestimate Ava Jerome. Don't underestimate her. So that's going to be pretty good. So now we had, Chase took Drew to the station, and Drew's lawyer, now we saying Zeke lawyer, Zeke lawyer, Zeke lawyer. They're searing it in our brains now. Because remember, when we first saw Zeke was mysterious, but Zeke lawyer, right? So he goes to the station with Drew. And he's there when Chase questions him. And Drew tells him and Tracy were talking. He doesn't say, look, I was up there blackmailing her. Family stuff, business stuff. Chase goes, that's a strange place for you to talk. He said, not really. Quartermain, we talk wherever we want, And so Tracy, Drew gave his story, which was the truth. So the officer came and said, Detective Chase, you need to come take a look at this. So Chase looks at the hotel security footage, which, what? You're kidding me. They actually had security footage that worked. Security footage that was plain. And they saw everything that happened. So Chase leaves, he goes to General Hospital, and we got Tracy. Detective, and Sonny came with Nina and Olivia. She goes to Sonny crying, and Sonny's consoling her, and everything. And so Chase shows up. Well, by the fact that you here, I hope Drew Kane is in jail where he should be for trying to kill my son. And he goes, well, you know what? I came here because I know things happen so fast. You were distraught with what happened. Things could have been a bit foggy. I wanted to see if you wanted to change your statement. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to change my statement? You know, Tracy, right? And he goes, well, because the security footage from the pool shows everything that happened. And Tracy looks, and he looks at her, and Brooklyn looked, and Tracy goes, well, okay, things were happening pretty fast. And, you know, I could have gotten it a little mixed up. And Brooklyn said, oh, yeah, just like it was Alexis that drove that car, right? And her grandmother looked at her and she looked at her grandmother because everybody was like, that doesn't sound like Drew. And so she goes, no, okay, Ned tripped. He tripped and he fell in the pool. So Chase says, so let's be clear. Are you now saying that Drew Kane was nowhere near him? No, he wasn't. Now I want to go see my son. Olivia's been in there long enough. And she walks away. And Sonny just shakes his head. Because as soon as Chase said security footage, so do you want to change your story? Sonny goes, Tracy. You know? Because he goes, Drew wouldn't do that. Sonny even said, Drew would not do that. So anyway, Tracy's for one off the hook for lying to the cops, having Drew detained, but the footage clears Drew. But Ned, there's swelling in the brain. He's still unconscious. They're saying that his brain went without oxygen. You know, they don't know how much damage it may have done until he wakes up, you know, but so he could be in a coma, but I don't see them leaving him in one for a long time. I really see Ned waking up because there's no reason for him to stay, you know, for him to really be in a coma for a long period of time. Because this Nina storyline, they're not going to have it drag out too much longer, I don't think. And once Ned really, bottom line, Ned is going to wake up, but he's going to suffer some memory loss for a while. And Nina's going to think she's safe. But in the end, Ned is going to remember everything. So that's what's going to happen with that. And Olivia's in there crying, you know, saying, Ned, you got to come back to me, Ned. Oh my God, Ned. I know she's happy she and Ned made up, because she would feel really, really bad if she was still mad at him for thinking he did made that call, right? Dimed on Carly and Drew, but no, they made up. So she's crying. And it was funny when they said one person could go in to see him. And Olivia steps up and Tracy goes, you could go ahead. And Olivia just looked at her like, I wasn't asking. I'm his wife. You know, she's like, I was going anyway, right? So it was good. It was good. It was a good episode. Moved along, and it's going to be new dynamics are being sealed now. So we'll see what's happening. New plots are rearing their ugly heads. So let's go to Comment Corner. I am that's all I'll say about that. Wrote, Joss is just like her dad, Jax. Please, GH, stop trying to make Dex into Jason. No one will ever replace Jason's loyalty or mental strength. Hello there says, I just think it's sad Ned had to go down in such a hideous suit. I was looking at that suit too, everybody. I'm like, what is he wearing? And then did you notice the shirt wasn't long enough or it wasn't big enough because belly was showing as it laid? Oh my goodness. I'm like, what is he wearing? That is definitely not Quartermain fashion, right? Cindy says it really was horrible. I guess wardrobe was overstocked of 70s retro. And then hello said to Cindy, I never seen Ned dressed like that. He looked like a carnival Barker rather than a cutthroat CEO of ELQ. I would understand. I don't understand what the costume department was going for. I don't either, because it was horrible. Kim says, Drew is another know-it-all. Yes, he is. I wish that Nina would get caught already, Michael says. Michael says, I can't believe they interrupted my show with this orange guy's indictment. Will Ned have memory loss or will he be in a coma? Will Ned sue Nina for the hair half of the hotel? Dex is getting double paid again. Maybe he can buy a bigger couch. I hope Nina's fallout is as minimal as Carly's was for keeping Willow's birth mother secret. Somehow, I'm sure it'll be a much bigger fallout. Yeah, you're probably right, Michael. That's all right too. I I stand corrected. Shiloh killed Harmony's um, Douglas Miller. Harmony killed the therapist, Dr. Neil. But yeah, Harmony killed. Shiloh killed Harmony's husband in the bathroom. Dr. Neil Burns and his brother Brendan. Who was Brendan? Oh, the one that came to town talking crazy to Alexis. Also, will Sonny ever discover Michael or Dex disloyalty? Great recap. Dacia says it could be Anna's twin sister doing it all because Peter August, Anna's twin sister, could have set her up. Well, it's like this. We all know Anna really did it, but what I'm saying is I would blame that on my sister, Alex. In a heartbeat. I'd blame that on her in a heartbeat. Richard says, another great review, daily recap lady. I agree. Jordan and Zeke's scene did look awkward. Scanonaful. What happened to Bobby? She was a teen prostitute. She was forgiven, but Nina threw it in her face when Bobby confronted her about hurting Carly. It made me mad at Nina because Bobby was a kid when that happened to her. She was a victim. Yeah, Bobby kind of grew up a little rough in her, what was that, Aunt Ruby's little brothel? That was something else. Sandy says, how many people have to be hurt because of Nina's vendetta against Carly? Ned and the Qs, which include her own grandchildren, but Nina doesn't care who gets hurt along the way. It doesn't matter that Drew saved her Aunt Liesel. She will let him go to jail, all for Nina's selfish reasons. She has turned Sonny into a puppet, but it's okay as long as she gets her way. NK Rose says Elizabeth should be forced to share the head nurse position. I know, I could see that happening. I'd be happy about that too. NK Rose says, if they know who turned in Drew and Carly, they could use their attorneys to poke holes into the character, and therefore the case. I mean, not really, because Carly did do it, I don't care if the person that robbed the bank down the street. well, he probably wouldn't be credible, but you know what I mean. It could be anybody, but she did it. Okay, so it's not like they lied on her. It's not like they lied, right? NK Rose says, say what you want about Spencer, but he predicted Jocelyn wasn't going to like the end results of dating Dex, and she's been trying to change it ever since, right? Linda says, I'm going out on a limb to say that Dex has to be Sonny's son from his first wife. Nope, Lily, because Dex has bipolar things like Sonny. I haven't seen bipolarness in Dex. However, his first wife, Lily, was years before Carly. Lily was pregnant when she blew up. I mean, the car blew up with her and the baby. But even if somehow Lily didn't die, her father took her away, she had the boy, that boy would be much, much older than Michael. So no, that's not Sonny's son from Lily. Now, over the years with General Hospital, Sonny has had plenty of women. From Reese to, I mean, I'm sure we can just have a little plethora of names of women. One of them could have had a kid by him and took it, and period. I mean, because wasn't she working with some agency to take Sonny down, or was she a prosecutor trying to take him down and fell in love with him and then it didn't work out? I don't think Reese got killed. I think Reese left, right? Reese would not want her son in that life, but Dex has never said who his mother is. Dex has never said anything, right? Let's see. Dex is Sonny's family, and he might be, but it's not by his first wife. I love how Carly wants to protect Sonny, even though Sonny did her so wrong. And Sonny wants to protect Carly, even though he wants to marry Miss Thing Nina. Michael has just did a 180 when it comes to Sonny. I think Carly has shown Michael the light when it comes to protecting the family. Carly is seeing that if Michael can place a mole in Sonny's organization, then Sonny is vulnerable to anyone taking him down. I get it. Carly is right. Shakina says, I think Carly should have Dex reporting to her instead of Michael. Nah, it should be Michael. Carly would be too emotionally involved with that. And yeah, it shouldn't be her. Linda says, Michael is the perfect one to report to because Michael at one point ran the organization for Sonny. Michael knows the business like Sonny. Sonny is getting sloppy, so Carly needs someone to be right there for Sonny, and Michael is the right choice. I agree. Sandy says to Linda, yes, Linda, sloppy is the right word. The way Nina has been manipulating him, she totally destroyed the Sonny we know. Mika Sandra says, Tracy is demonized. Security video will prove Drew's innocence, and it did today. Security video may have captures Nina's presence in the doorway as a witness to what occurred. And you know what? Chase saw that because remember, he got a ding on his phone and he looked at it and then he looked right at Nina and he's like, here you were there, yet you're standing there while Tracy is lying, not even coming forward saying I was there. So Chase is going to kind of wonder what's going on with that and why, right? Chase caught that. And he may even approach Nina on it. Tracy lied about, Lisa says, Tracy lied about Alexis because she found out that Alexis has slept with Ned. Alexis and Ned slept together. Oh, my dog is whining up at the top of the stairs, y'all. Let me go make sure. I think she feel like she can't figure out how to get down. I'm going to come right back before she fall down the stairs. Okay, let me get back to comment corner. Actually, both of those dogs are stuck on the stairs. Goodness gracious. I tell you, that's what happens when they're 15. Let me see, where am I? Oh, okay. She said that she found out that Alexis has slept with Ned. And she didn't want Olivia to find out. She wanted to send Alexis off to jail to protect Ned's secret. Plus, Alexis had been drinking a lot. In her mind, she's like, she'll dry out in jail. I remember that now. In this case, she was trying to neutralize Drew because he was trying to blackmail her. So I think Tracy knew that the truth would come out. Lucy says, hello, Daily Recap Lady. Love all you do, keeping everyone up to date on what's happening on GH. Thank you, Lucy. Ron says, Nina wants him to die. That way her secret is safe. And now that karma will play a big part in this as Nina continues her lies. Now, Tracy thinks she's getting on the bandwagon by lying that Drew tried to kill him. Yet he was given CPR until the paramedics came. I know that whole story wasn't going to work. Tracy was stupid with that. The only thing left is for these new writers to get it together. P. Merle says Sonny's bipolar meds don't mix with alcohol. That is true, but Sonny definitely drinks. Okay, definitely he drinks. Anna was being considerate. Yeah, she probably was, but he drinks. I sure hope they have cameras in the pool area. Does Tracy hate everyone? Carly and Sonny will always love each other. Nina better recognize. She better. That's it, everybody. That's it for Comment Corner. Great comments. And I'm so happy the cameras on the pool worked, because normally, oops, we can't read them. They're blurry. They were distorted, or they stopped working. Battery ran out, whatever, right? So that's it. I'll be back tomorrow for another daily recap of General Hospital.